So here's the New York Times. And if we flip over, you can see that there's a table of contents. If we come all the way over here, it says op-ed and editorial. That's A34 to A35, which is at the back of the first section. The first section is A. And when I say the back, I don't mean the very, very last page, because that is reserved for a major ad, big expensive ad. That's pretty famous ad space. But if you flip over that ad, you'll see that you have a really wide spread of text with not a whole lot of images. Today's an exception because Nelson Mandela passed away yesterday. Now, if we look down to this right here, it gives you the names of the editorial advisory board, and you can see that there are several articles here that do not have signatures. They are unsigned. They don't have a byline, and a byline is you have information about the author of the article, and there are none. And that's because they represent the newspaper's position on specific issues, and when they say the newspaper's position, that is the role of this editorial advisory board. So that's that. If we pan back again, you'll see that the entire editorial page is not dedicated to editorial articles. You have these two columns here, and these are letters to the editor. And they are written by individual readers, and they are sent into the newspaper, and that's what these two columns are about. And it's considered an honor to have your letter accepted. Clearly, they get far more letters than they actually publish, although now in the internet age, you can post comments to news articles. This is the Wall Street Journal, and if we flip over the main page, you can see that their table of contents is considerably smaller, but they too have sections, but it's not divided the same way. Opinion is A15 and A17, so let's go take a look at that. Oh, again, there's that big fat ad at the last page of the first section. Oh, and just if you flip that over, you end up with your opinion pages. Now, the editorial page is also labeled opinion in the Wall Street Journal, as is the op-ed page. So you have review and outlook is the code word for editorial in the Wall Street Journal. And again, these are unsigned articles that line the very left-hand side of the editorial page. Next to that, you have letters to the editor, clearly marked, and there are several of them. And as it is elsewhere, it's a high honor to have your letter accepted and published in the paper. Here is information about the Wall Street Journal's editorial board.